Hi, this is Melody and Laura for HATV. Today we're going to talk about what to take to a family reunion when you may be the only vegan there. Does your family reunion look anything like this?
Melody, thank you so much for inviting me over. This way we can go over the family reunion and see who's going to be coming.
Oh boy! Let's see.
Aunt Becky is coming this year.
There comes the banana pudding.
Oh yeah. Jane and Ralph are going to be here.
Well, we can count on the ham biscuits.
Guess what? Susan is coming, and she's bringing the twins. And you know they're going to bring their signature pigs in a blanket.
Pigs in the blanket. That's when they take the hot dogs, wrap them in canned biscuits, and bake them. Laura, have you ever had one of their pigs in the blanket?
I have, and I kind of felt like a pig in a blanket.
More like a pig in a warm-up suit.
Now, Uncle Frank can't make it. He just got out of the hospital from that bypass surgery, so he just can't make the trip. He's not going to be able to come. Well, last year, let's see what he brought. Oh, yeah, he brought cube steak. But there's good news. Phil and Michelle are going to be able to come all the way from New York.
Oh, great! So glad, but you know, they're not going to have time to prepare anything for the reunion.
They'll probably just stop and get a bucket of chicken or one of those tubs of wings, something like that.
Laura, we're going to have to get very creative to compete with banana pudding, ham biscuits, and pigs in the blanket. Laura, we've been in this predicament before. What would you bring to a family reunion?
This is what I know, Melody. First of all, I would bring a fruit platter. Take a platter, put some strawberries, blueberries, pineapple, some melons, just a colorful fruit platter. Not only will the adults love it, but the kids will love it. I've never taken a fruit platter that I had leftovers. Big hit. Also, a humongous salad. Try to get every color of the rainbow in your salad. Get some different mixed greens, some peppers, lace it with some lemon, some thyme, some basil. Make it really tasty. It will be a big hit.
That's right. Everybody enjoys salad. Even if you've piled your plate high with a lot of the standard American fare, you'll put on some salad. But you need a good salad dressing.
That's where it gets tricky. They're expecting the sad dressings, your ranches, Thousand Island. So I found a salad dressing just for this reunion. It's on hacres.com in the recipe section. It's the maple walnut vinaigrette. It is so delicious.
Terrific. Now what about dessert? We have terrific desserts. Have you thought of anything on that line?
I did. Now one staple to a family reunion is apple pie. And on hacres.com we have a raw apple pie recipe. Or they can even use the fantastic raw pecan almond bars. Those are great as well.
Terrific. You did great. And I remember those little balls that you make. Anybody can come by even afterwards and take a few home or nibble on them throughout the day. Good idea. Well, I'm thinking about the cooked portion. And what reunion would you go to without a casserole? So
right.
I have a terrific casserole called a tomato sandwich casserole. You'll love it. Do you want me to show you how to make it?
Is it going to make me sad?
No, it's going to make you glad. Do you want to go and watch me make one?
Absolutely.
Laura, this recipe calls for 2 basic ingredients: whole grain bread. Of course, this is just a whole grain baguette. You can use whatever you have left over. It needs to be a little bit stale, a few days old, a little bit hard. And all I did was I took this bread and I cut it into cubes, about 1-inch cubes. That's going to be the topping. Of course, the other main ingredient are our tomatoes. It takes about 4 huge tomatoes. This is going to be my casserole dish. Of course, you can use whatever size that you have. And here's what you do. You start with your first tomato. You cut it into very thin slices, about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch thick, and you lay them on the bottom of the pan. Then you're going to put in just a few spices, 3 spices. Garlic. Now I usually buy my garlic by the pound because I use it so much on the Hallelujah diet. We put just a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of pepper. These are all ingredients that most people have. Then what you do is you take your second huge tomato, cut it into slices. You don't have to peel it. Make it simple. Put it over the first layer, put your garlic, salt, pepper. Then you do the same thing with your third tomato and your fourth tomato. So we have 4 layers there. Then on top of that, we're going to put some veganese. We love veganese.
Yes, we do.
And our reunion friends will love veganese. So I would say only about a 1/4 cup is all you need, and you just spread that across the top. Then, how are we going to make that wonderful crust? See, this is what it's going to look like when we finish it. I made us a small one to try today.
Good.
Don't you love me?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we want our bread to be sort of crispy on the outside, but still kind of moisty on the inside.
See that?
So, what we're going to do is, we're going to take our bread and we're going to use some sort of oil spray. Now, you may have an olive oil mister, or you can just buy this grapeseed oil spray right here. We're going to take that. I'm just going to spray it in. I want a little bit of oil to be coating each and every one of those little cubes. Maybe just a little bit more like that. Okay, so now I'm ready, and I just sprinkle this all across the top. Then we bake it for about 30 minutes at 350 degrees. And what you're going to have in the end, you're going to have a nice soft but yet crunchy breadcrumb across the top.
Could you put cheese on top of that, like a vegan cheese or something?
You could put vegan cheese across the top if you have a favorite cheese that you purchase. However, with the veganese, it has a little bit of that sour cream type flavor, so you really would not need that. Okay, so that's how simple it is. Would you like to try some of this wonderful tomato sandwich casserole?
Yes, I would.
Looks good, doesn't it? Now, you could also, if you wanted to change it up a little bit, you could put just a little bit of basil inside, a little bit of oregano inside. What you want to do with things like that is make them your own.
Absolutely.
Make them according to your taste buds. Okay, I'm going to scoop some of this out for you. It's nice and juicy. Oh, look at that big piece right there, Laura. Tell me if this is what I should take to our family reunion this year.
All right. That is good. The garlic really makes it.
Well, it does.
Yeah.
That's why I buy it by the pound. It really does make it. Family reunions do not have to be complicated. Take your favorite dish and everyone can have a good time. This has been Melody and Laura for HATV. See you next time.